What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Life Size Box, welcome, welcome. What's happening? Look at me, volume on the first time today. What do you know? All right, welcome, welcome. Jason995, Heidi's over on Twitter. What's happening? See if we got anybody watching on Facebook. Bitcoin success. What's happening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get this mic adjusted properly. Right. Okido Kid, I guess is how you pronounce that. What's happening? Let's give everybody a minute or two to jump in here. All right. Looks like we're live everywhere. Jordan, what's happening? What's up? Joseph, Jimmy, what's going on, guys? All right. Signed right out of the gate. I know, right? Look at me, guys. I'm almost professional. So, yeah, I don't know. Wait, is that what the title is? That's the old one. That shouldn't be what it said. I'm hoping they're going to be battling for the hoping they're going to be battling it out for keeping it above 7K. Personally, it's fighting for 7,500, but not they're. The Bears are winning the fight right now, sadly. So, well, guys, let's just jump into it. Looks like everybody is here that's gonna get here. It's Friday night. I don't know. You guys are here with me. We're all talking crypto. Other people might be out already. I don't know. Let's jump into it. What do you say? All right. So, still 1,656 different cryptocurrencies on the market. Currently, market cap has dropped. Obviously, right? I mean, we saw the price action over the last 24 hours, so no surprise there that market cap is down to 275 billion. Still a decent 24-hour volume at 15 billion, but would like to get that back up to that 20 range. And this is, I mean, the alts are it's blood in the streets for the alts, guys. If you are in alt positions, I am sure you are well aware of this. So, yeah, what's happening, Amit? Huge storm over Vegas. It's awfully nice in Los Angeles. Finally cooled down a little bit. Imagine this time of year, you're probably staying inside. BTC holding 7,200. Don't know if it's going to hold. Well, that's what you're here for, right? Is to get my opinion on it. So why don't we just take a look? What am I wasting time for? So it's not giving me a lot of confidence, right? So far, it's basically just up and started to lean over, and so far, looks like we bounced off that 7,200, which coincides nicely with the 236 fib level there. So sitting right now at what one of my historic support/resistance points was. And so we'll see if we can maintain it. We're looking at it here on the daily. Let's look at what the price action has been today. So this doesn't give me too many warm fuzzies, right? It looks like it basically comes right up to the edge of the fib and wicks off. Looked like it pushed a little bit higher to try to get up to the 7,700. Immediately bounced off, and first thing this morning when I woke up, this was basically just one great big wick. So looks like we've seen some bulls trying to keep this price propped up, but not looking great when we start getting into these smaller intervals. So looks like it would have been you could have definitely enjoyed some swing trades today if you were feeling frisky. Not a huge amount of gains to be made, but 5%. And you guys know me, I will take 3 to 5% gains over losses any day. So yeah, definitely were some opportunities to swing in there, but I don't know that I would have felt brazen enough to play that. And it's looking like it's going to come down a little bit from there. So if we get in on the MACD, histogram starts to come back up, and then just not really giving me any indication that it's going to be turning around a little bit there. But again, as we get into these smaller intervals, it just doesn't matter as much. This is really, I use anything under an hour when I'm really just trying to figure out where to place a trade. Less so than to think if I think it's going to turn around. I use these smaller time frames just to kind of confirm what I'm seeing on the bigger ones, and what I'm seeing on all these bigger time frames is not confidence inspiring, unfortunately. So I suspect Bitcoin's going to come back down. You know, guys, I would love to see it run through this 7,800 level and rally all the way up to 8K, but just not seeing the volume look like it's consistent enough to do it. Woof, 103 degrees and raining. That is brutal. Hey, what's up, Amal? Great to have you here. So guys, I just want to shout out, we've got our lead TA on here, and if you guys want to get, if you enjoy the kind of stuff that I do, and you want to get even more technical with the TA, I would recommend coming over and joining our free Discord. Right down below in the comments, you can get access to the Discord server right now. So come on over and join in. Just see what the community's all about. You know, you got direct access. It's kind of like having the stream in your live pocket. So the live stream in your pocket was what I meant to say there. So yeah, it's like being able to reach out and ask me to call something at a moment's notice. Well, we are moving back over to Slack. We had enough people ask, but in the meantime, the Discord server's still there, so we might as well still use it, eh? And we don't have the option for the free lounge on Slack. So in the meantime, we do want to continue to have people come over into our free community, and we're figuring out how to set it up on Slack once we make the final move. But in the meantime, the Discord server is there, so. So we're going to continue to use it. So with that, come on over, join us in the free Discord server. So yeah, I think Bitcoin will moon when it wants to. I don't think the ETF. Yeah, I'm not confident that the ETFs are going to change this market. It could, you know, it could have some at least short-term bullish sentiment, but the futures didn't do anything good. In fact, in my opinion, the futures actually only served to bring the market down more. So I just don't know that that it's going to do all of the wonders that people seem to think that it will. Oh, look at that! I need to adjust my fib here. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'm glad. Hey, Life Size Box, glad you enjoy the Discord server. We like it too. We think it's actually cool being able to have voice chat and things like that. But by and large, our community, they really like Slack, and you know, we like to give the people what they want. So enough people said let's move it back to Slack. So that is in the plan for the future. But in the meantime, we are still on Discord. So please come on over and join our free server. We would love to have you in there. That's a bold claim there, Bitcoin success. The ETF will bring it back to 45K by the end of this year. I'm just going to say, I don't know you. You might be super savvy, but I will say this, guys. Be cautious of people that make wild predictions. Be cautious of people that make wild predictions. That is all I say about that. And then I say that about any token. So that's a very bold claim to make and be so sure of in a short term, in a long standing down market. Possibly. I want to believe too, guys. I mean, hey, I still have a significant portion of my investments, or should I say my assets, in this asset class. Clearly, this is what I come on here every day and talk about. So, you know, clearly I'm a believer. I'm obviously I'm involved in this market. It is what I do for a living. So, yeah, I'm hopeful, but yeah, I'm kind of Moisture, I'm kind of there. In your opinion, I'd say 15K would be the highest we would see. I mean, I'm just, guys, really, ultimately what it comes down to is, just let's look at this. Right now I'm looking at it on the daily, but let's look at it on the weekly. And let me just clear off this chart a little bit here. Where is my, I don't know why they always hide under the, under the taskbar, and it doesn't like to disappear when I'm streaming. Anyway, but yeah, not a single higher high has been made, right? I mean, look, I'm just doing these on weekly, but this is a weekly breakdown for the year. No higher highs, not even one. And on the weekly, we're below the 20 and 50 moving average, 20 moving average curling down. 100 period moving average, so 100 week moving average, we're still pretty far above, but you know, I mean, Bitcoin does what it wants, and I could see it dropping into that 5K range at any time, depending on what the whales want, right? So yeah, Anyway, yeah, you got to take price predictions with a grain of salt. Exactly, guys, and I know that's what sells tickets, right? That's why there's a lot of other crypto channels that are still getting ridiculous amounts of views and things, is because people want to believe, and I don't know why people like a shill, but I guess if they're entertaining, why not, right? At least if they're entertaining, why not? But yeah, I would be cautious against people that tell you that this thing is going to turn around and go ballistic at a moment's notice, because it could. It definitely could. I'm not saying it can't, but people that are making wild predictions for the future, I'd be cautious of. Just my opinion on that. So some say it's 55, some say 5K. I mean, it could go all the way down to 3K. Who knows, guys? Really, I mean, it could go to zero. I don't think it's gonna. I really don't think it's gonna. But it's Bitcoin has run up from a very inexpensive asset class to. From a very inexpensive asset class to a wildly overvalued asset class for the amount of adoption it had at the time. I mean, hey, we all enjoyed it, but let's be honest. But look at that. I mean, it's probably pulled back into a reasonable price point in the long term. So I would just like to see some higher highs, right? Like, if we can get one of these wicks to bust up past here, I might be a little convinced that we might be moving in a positive direction. And if we get past that 10K, if we get past that 12K, well, then I'd say, get your rocket tickets, guys, because probably we're mooning again. But in the meantime, don't chase every little pump, huh? It's a good way to not lose all your money to whales who are stop loss hunting people out. All right. So I just saw a comment over on Twitter. Whatever happened to Daddy Snay and Sam? So I can tell you Snay is running Monarch token, and Sam has been on medical leave for a little while. So he will hopefully be coming back in the near future. I had a very nice long conversation with him today. He's feeling pretty well, and we sure miss him. So yeah, guys, I can't wait to have Sam back, just as much as you guys can't wait to have Sam back. But I did get some nice comments that I'm at least a nice addition to the channel after my request yesterday. So I appreciate that, guys. Glad at least some of you guys are enjoying my content. But yeah. All right, let's see. What else we got? Is Sam coming back? Well, I think I just answered that question. Yes, he will. Let's see, what else? Bitcoin futures bring it to 19K last year? No, that's not what happened at all. That's not the futures. The futures didn't even come out until this year, so that's a completely inaccurate statement. And in fact, once the futures came out, the market took a much bigger nosedive. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, enough feeding the trolls. Let's go ahead and move on. Guys, I also want to just point out right here, would love you to go ahead and smash that thumbs up. I get a bunch of thumbs down because I'm honest, and I tell people when they're shitcoins or shitcoins, and I just tell the truth about, making wild predictions and things like that. So go ahead and smash that thumbs up for the truth. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up for at least giving you my own unbiased or as unbiased as possible opinion. Clearly, I want this thing to go bananas. I want to go gangbusters. As soon as Bitcoin breaks out and the alts start going back up, I'm real happy because, like I said, I have a significant portion of my assets invested in this asset class, or my resources invested in this asset class. So why wouldn't I want everything to moon? But I'm just being honest about my opinions on things, and I guess that's what you guys are here for. So what do I think of Redcoin? I think it's pointless right now. I think speculative projects right in this market right now are nothing that I'm trying to get involved in. So I would have to see, something with a much more robust use case. I mean, that's basically just a tipping coin. It's like Nano, right? So microtransactions, I guess. Don't ever ask me about Dogecoin again. Go ahead and just smash the thumbs down. I know you're already going to, because I always hate on Dogecoin, and I know every time I hate on Dogecoin, I get all the thumb downs. If you're okay, I'm just gonna say this nicely. When you look into a project to find out who's doing anything with it, right? This should be one of the main things that you guys do when you look into a project to find out whether or not you want to put your money into it and you think it's worth putting money into long term. I would strongly advise you to go to GitHub. because this is where a lot of people are put. It's the code repository, right? And I just so happen to know that if we go to GitHub, this is where Dogecoin is. Oh, would you look at that? There's an update. Well, well, well. So that's very interesting. Yeah, this is cool. I hadn't seen any updates to Doge in years until this. So that's really all I wanted to say, guys. Is just go see how accurate, like, what kind of commits are getting done. Who's working on the blockchain, right? And if nobody's building on the platform, maybe not the best place to place your money, in my opinion. I mean, that's how you know, traditional market investors, fundamental analysis, looking into the business, don't just look into who their partners are and what the tech is. Look at who's working on the tech, who's building it, right? If no one's building it, maybe not the best place to place your bets. Yeah. All right. That's what I say about that. So I have tons of alts I've been holding since December, thinking I should trade them into Bitcoin. Well, Carter, I mean, ultimately, you're an adult, and that is your decision, but I would... GitHub, by the way, GITHUB, GitHub. I'm showing it on the screen right now. Look for the little cat. But yeah, Carter, back to your question. Ultimately, if they are projects, I mean, I would imagine if you've been holding on to them since before, and again, this is not financial advice, and I'm not your financial advisor. This is just what I would do in this position. But if you were, you know, if you're already upside down on some of these things and you're bag holding, but you do believe in them long term, and the people, even though in a down market and even though their token price is tanked, that the people are still working on the project and you believe in it, no reason to. I mean, I wouldn't sell at a loss if I believe in it long term. That being said, if I've lost faith in the project or I've gotten new information that makes me think that maybe they're not going to do what they said they're going to do, etc., then yeah, I'll sell at a loss, because no reason to ride the ship all the way to the bottom of the ocean, right? Yeah, why sit in a bad position if you don't have to? But again, you'll have to use your best judgment on that, and that's hopefully what we try to teach here is what kind of information you should be looking for to when you're trying to make that decision for yourself. So anyway, I hope that is helpful. Let's see. Yeah, dumping some of my alts will buy back in lower. Arden, same, man. I've cleared out a lot of my alt positions. But while we're speaking of alts, I saw an interesting setup, and again, guys, this is entirely dependent on Bitcoin, but I did see an interesting looking setup that I thought maybe I should draw to you guys' attention. So, I missed this pump recently. I think if you guys have been watching my streams, I saw this one and told you guys about it, and I even said, look, this would have been just standard textbook TA, and I wasn't paying attention to the coin and missed it because I've been too busy looking at other projects. And this is one I'm long on personally, because I think they have real world use case. They do. They have partnerships. They do, and are actually working to develop Power Ledger. So what do I see here, guys? I actually see a cup and handle. Do you see it? Here's the cup, right? And it's a little off-putting because we have this one giant wick in the middle of it, but there's the cup, there's the handle. So I would need to look at smaller intervals, and so this right here is starting to look to me like a falling wedge. And hold on, let me just format that, because I know these black marks are hard to see. Whoops. Just make that a nice, pretty purple. There we go. All right. So this isn't perfect. Whoops. But that's looking like a falling wedge to me, guys. And falling wedges generally indicate bullish potential. So again, this would be entirely dependent on what Bitcoin is doing, but you know, historically, this wouldn't be a bad place to enter a Power Ledger trade. So if I were looking to get in on this trade right now, I would actually start to ladder in some buys just below that tip of that wick there. So probably about 46.30, and just right up to about 4,800 sats. And I would look to target that exit up here at about 60,000, right? 59, 60,000, and ladder out on the way up. So what are we at? Yeah, so potential for about a 30% swing. Potential, but if you are going to make that, if you were thinking of entering that trade, again, guys, it's all contingent on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin decides to take a nosedive, alts get wrecked. We all know, right? We all know it's been happening for months. So, I would keep a pretty tight stop on that. Set the stop loss just above that fib level, because it could break down, and no sense losing your shirt on the way down. So I'd set my stop at about 4,600 sats. A lot of potential for gain, minimal potential for loss. Not bad. Cup and handle. So that is really the only thing that I saw in the charts today that gave me a whole lot of hope. But I did see one other thing, which is a project that a lot of people ask me about a lot, which is VeChain. Oh man. So okay, well, the bounce has already happened. This always happens, guys. I see the setup, and it takes me time to like set up the thumbnails and plug in all the tags, and by the time I go live, we've missed the play. But I saw this bounce with so look at that, 15%. You would have been fairly brave to have entered that trade with the direction that VeChain has been heading on lately. But as soon as that green candle went, there was a nice little potential for upside there. So I think VeChain is a pretty solid project. I suspect this token price, once the market turns around, should turn around, but who knows? Who knows in the current market? Difficult to say. After crypto winter, I suspect a lot of the projects that really had solid fundamentals and good teams still won't be left standing, unfortunately. But let's hope, let's hope that some of these solid projects do come through and weather the storm and have the chance to fly and become eagles. All right, let's see what else. All right, let's see. So let's see. Going up. Wow, I don't know how I scrolled through all these people so fast. All right, thoughts on Asia? Is the kimchi premium? Wow. Okay. Well, hey, let's be careful on our generalizations. But I mean, I'll tell you this much: if China unbans crypto, it's off to the races. Because think about the size of that market, right? And China is a massive economic power. Think about the size of that market. If China unbans crypto, I will probably, if I hear that announcement, I will probably dump my entire stack back into Bitcoin and ETH. Realistically, I've got a pretty good stack of fiat sitting on the side, waiting for the bottom. Been stopped out of a couple of positions, been slowly adding to it a little bit here and there, and I got a pretty good stack of fiat just waiting for the bottom. So if I hear news of China unbanned, I'm going in hard. That's my feeling on that. But it depends. So we just got to watch the news and stay vigilant. All right. Yep. Let's see. How does one avoid the stop loss hunters? Moisture, since I know that you're an Advantage member, I'm going to take this time to go ahead and say, go over to the Discord channel and go to the webinars, since you are an Advantage member, and then scroll on down to, let's see, we talk about stop loss hunting in this webinar with Amal and I. I believe we talk about it in this webinar with Jordan and I. And then I know for sure James talks about it in his recent webinar where he was talking about shorting on BitMEX. So if you're an Advantage member, you have access to all these webinars. You want to learn how to be prepared and not get eaten up by killer whales that are hunting your stop losses? That's what I would recommend, is look into that. And if not, just start to study trader mentality, right? A lot of it has to do with people with a lot of money know that they can push the market up or down a little bit, and they know where your stop loss is based on this textbook TA stuff that we constantly are going over here. So that's the short version of it. I don't want to get too into it on the streams, but if you want to know more, it's kind of stuff we do in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. So head on over to cryptosomniac.com, click the Advantage, and you can get signed up. You get all of our reports. We just did one. I've had Stacking Nines, a regular watcher, a regular viewer, asked us to look into GoChain. So I had one of my team members, who is an exceptional researcher, look that up. Interesting thoughts on it. So I don't know that I'm totally sold on it, but definitely an interesting project. And we've got ones on Zilliqa, A-Chain, Mobius, Colossus, Publica, Hedera, Hashcraft. We break down all the privacy coins. We got a number of different things in there, guys. So definitely worth the time if you want to study up and get more savvy on crypto. We have the option for you. Come on over to cryptosomniac.com. Join us in the Advantage. All right. What else? Yeah, I miss Sam too, man. Honestly, I do. He is a great dude. I learned a lot from him in my journey in crypto, and I just miss him. He's a good guy. So we're looking forward to him getting better and coming back. Litecoin analysis, sure, why not? I can just tell you my personal opinion on Litecoin analysis is just watch Bitcoin. Really, there's really no need to TA Litecoin because it moves exactly like Bitcoin does. Watch. In fact, let's look at this, right? So these are both compared LTC USD, BTC USD. In fact, well, there we go. So in recent history, it hasn't even been able to keep up with Bitcoin. But basically, you see it had the same pump and is already, let's just look at this as percentages here. So the Litecoin pump was 20%. The Bitcoin pump was roughly 20%, right? Bitcoin has maintained, still looking like it's going to flag and dip, so I think it will retrace a little bit from there. But Litecoin has not. Because Litecoin, I don't really see the point, guys, honestly. For what anymore? Because it's faster? Because it's cheaper transaction times? Do you know how many other projects accomplish that? Right? Like, so many other projects accomplish exactly that. So what's so special about it? I got sour on Litecoin. And again, guys, just my personal opinion. I got sour on Litecoin when Charlie Lee sold all of his Litecoin. If Vitalik Buterin sold all of his Ethereum, I would sell all of my Ethereum, right? I just, when there are figureheads behind projects like that, and those figureheads divest from that project, that blows my confidence for the project out of the water. He can sell it as saying it's a conflict of interest for him to hold the tokens as much as possible. I think it's a conflict of interest if you're holding somebody else's tokens in order to prop their project up. I don't think it's a conflict of interest for you to hold some of your own tokens in order to have some skin in the game so that you care about the success of the project. That's my feeling on it. But yeah, I've been unloading my Litecoin at every opportunity. Basically, at every pump, I've been getting rid of Litecoin. So that's just what I want. I'm not sold on it anymore. Now that being said, if this is one you still want to keep in your long terms, I wouldn't even look to bother to enter a trade on this until it's, till it's further down in that. Let's look at this on the daily. Yeah, I wouldn't even bother to enter a trade in this thing until it's at like $50. Because why? For what? It doesn't have enough movements against Bitcoin to make it a profitable difference. I'd rather just have Bitcoin myself. Yeah, that's my feeling on it. I got in on Litecoin early and I did pretty well on it. I still bought too much at the top because I was using it to move money around when Bitcoin transaction fees were extremely high, network fees, I should say. I was using it I'd buy how much Bitcoin did I want? I would buy that much Litecoin, send it to Binance and send it to Bittrex and then immediately trade it out for Bitcoin or whatever other alt I was interested in. But yeah, that was what I thought was the use case for Litecoin. I don't have that same use case for it now. That's my opinion. So I don't even. Yeah. I just don't see any reason to enter a trade on that. All right. What is my take on Tone Vays? Tone Vays has been in this space a very, very long time, and that guy is very educated. That being said, he is a Bitcoin maximalist, so I don't think he's super into alts, to say it nicely. But I've watched his shows, and I think he's got good information, so why not? Did people smash the thumbs down? That's what I get. Happens all the time. But if you guys want to go ahead and smash that thumbs up, that would be great, because, hey guys, I'm here trying to provide the best content for you that I can. We're an honest community of active traders, and I don't see any reason to shill you shit coins if I think that they're going to go down in price. I don't see any reason to shill you solid altcoins if I think they're going to go down in price. I don't see any reason to shill you, period. Unless we're talking about the Cryptosomniac Advantage or maybe Monarch token. But I'm clearly biased on those. So in disclosure of my biases, there you go. Anyway, all right. You guys didn't come here to hear me rant. Let's talk about it. So already looked at VEN. Let's see. Doge sucks. Still better than Verge and Ripple. Yeah, I'll take Ripple over the other two personally. I'll take none, thank you very much, but I'd take Ripple over the other two just because I think there's a lot more likelihood to actually make some money with it. That's my feeling, but yeah. I'm not touching Doge, not touching Verge. And I don't like Ripple. I think there's money to be made on Ripple, but it's not one I'm investing in long term. It's not one that I want to back with my resources, but I'll make a swing trade on it here and there. All right. Hey FS, watch the language, dude. That's take it easy. I get you, but be careful there. All right. Let's see. What else? Robinhood is launching Dogecoin, huh? Well, here's what I know then. If Robinhood is launching it, there's going to be a bunch of noobs that get their Bitcoin taken away from them because they are going in hard to Doge, and the market cap's not big enough to make it difficult to manipulate. All right. What else? What's up, JZ Drift? Welcome. No worries. Glad you enjoy my shows as well. But yeah, obviously Sam and Snay. I try to get him on as much as possible. Snay anyway. Sam I'm sure will come on once he is back in good health. But in the interim, he is still on the mend. All right. Let's see. GitHub's a great tool. Crypto Miso that ranks coins by GitHub commits, so you can see where they're actually at in the work. That's actually great info, Moisture. And that, guys, is what we like. That's why we like this community, right? Is by and large, it's not a bunch of trolls up here just getting mad at me because they're trying to get me to shill their project and I won't cover it. It's mostly just people wanting to participate in this community, which I really like. So thanks for sharing the good information, guys. Right on, spot on, Moisture. Thanks. Yeah, Doge started as a joke and always has been one. Yeah. All right. So let's see. What else? How about EOS breaking 3,000 transactions per second? Visa average 1,700. Ripple. Yeah, EOS. Well, here's my thing with EOS is it's overly centralized, right? And their blockchain's a mess, which is why their token price has been tanking lately. So I think EOS has a lot of potential, but that's not one I'm in a position on right now. And yeah, anyway, whatever. I don't need to rant. I'm gonna try to avoid ranting today. All right. Which coin is which that I'm seeing now? I think I might have zoomed past it. Moisture. DM me in the Moon Lounge over on Discord, and I'll see if I can help you figure that out. Thoughts on Stellar and VEN? Well, let's look at Stellar. I haven't looked at that. We did look at VeChain, so you can scroll back in the stream to find out that. Stellar, you guys know I'm a big fan of Stellar. boy, it's holding up pretty well, right? It looked like the bears were trying to push it back down, but let's take a look and see what some of these smaller intervals tell us. What kind of tail? I'm not liking the volume. I'm not liking this volume very much. Oof. Well, that's the 20 period on the 2 hour has curled over pretty hard. Let's see what that looks like on the daily. Well, it looks like we're struggling really hard on the daily to stay above the 100-day moving average. So far, we are doing so. I would like to see us stay above that. If we could print another candle, another daily that stays above that 100 moving average, I think Stellar could hold its position. And again, guys, I don't think any alts hold their position well if Bitcoin tanks. I don't know how many times I need to say that, but please understand, when I start saying, "Ooh, that's looking good," that's always against Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin is going to tank, no alts, right? Right? Like, why enter a position on something? Because generally the percentage losses on alts are significantly higher than the percentage losses on Bitcoin. So why would you put a bunch of your assets into something that's going to have a larger percentage loss, right? You wait for the bottom, wait for the confirmation of a bullish market, then you go heavy into the alts, because then you reap the benefits of the big gains. But don't do it on the way down. I just don't. That doesn't make good financial sense in my opinion. All right. So anyway, let's look at some smaller intervals here. Yeah. So again, not exactly excited on this volume. Let me adjust the size of these. We can see a little bit bigger on my squeeze momentum. Yeah, Lazy Bear, that's not good. That's sell pressure. It's bright red, and well, it is starting to cool off a little bit on the 2 hour. The 1 hour, it just seems like sellers are trying pretty hard to push that price back down, is what this is telling me on the Lazy Bear. And well, I don't know, on the 2 hour, that's if we can maintain if we can get some more volume in here. It posted the bullish cross on the MACD. Let's see if it looks like it can continue that. 30-minute looking good. 15-minute looking good. 5-minute not as good. Not as good on the 5-minute. This is what I would do if I was looking to enter a position on Stellar right now. I would probably ladder my buys in. If I was looking to enter a position in Stellar right now, I would ladder in my buys from 3,600 sats up to 3,780. And I would look to exit that trade. I would start laddering it out at 39.65, and I would have fully exited the trade by 42. And I would set my stop loss. Hold on, let me look at that percentage. Yeah, so I would set my stop loss at 3,400 or so, 3,390. Then you only run the risk of, then I'd only be running the risk of a small percentage of a loss for a potential of, what? Possibly 20% gains. So not bad. But, again, risky right now. The chart is not telling me that it looks like it's going to have another pump, right? I think this might be the tail end of the pump from the Coinbase listing news. So keep that in mind, guys. In fact, while we're on that subject, there's Stellar. There's Basic Attention Token. And there's Cardano. So pretty much all of the projects that... Oh, wait, what else? Hold on. There's one more. And... Oh, I must have closed it out. Yeah, Zero Exchange. So, Zero Exchange, pump, dump. I don't think it's a pump and dump, but you know what I'm saying, guys. This is the pump from the Coinbase listing. All right. Cardano, same. Basic attention token, same. Where'd Stellar go? Stellar's actually holding up a little bit better than the others, but I think honestly we're seeing the tail end of the Coinbase pump listing news, and until the market starts to actually confirm bullish direction, those are purely speculative, right? Coinbase didn't even say they're going to list them. They said they're looking at them. Anyway, all right. Thank you, Amal. What's happening? Appreciate that. Yeah, smash that thumbs up, guys. I'm gonna do a little longer one. I know I've been doing shorty streams lately. There's just not been a ton of stuff to talk about, right? So it's hard to put together a show full of fun and exciting content when when all your favorite projects are going down, right? And when the alpha that everything is pegged against is still continually going down, it's difficult for me to have a lot to talk about and not sound like a broken record. So I thank you guys for being here and paying attention. All right, let's see. Futures came and CBO started in December. No. The shorts didn't start until after December, and that's when the market started to. What happened? What happened after December? Oh, that's right. Tank. All right, what are we talking about? Let's see. Let's go. Weeks, right? December. Futures? What happened? Down. How is that a good thing? What are you talking about? All right. What else? EOS, Cardano, Ontology, Nulls, VeChain, Icon, Neo, Zill, Stellar. So many platforms. So many platforms, guys. Ultimately now it's a matter of like who's building on them, right? That's really what I think will start to determine, because there's a number of different projects that came out that are a platform for launching other cryptos. Which is cool, but there's already so many in existence. So which ones are providing unique solutions or unique enticements for people to build on their blockchain? And those are the platforms that I would be interested in at this point. So until people are actually building and executing concepts on these blockchains, it's all just purely speculation. All right, what else? All right. Let's see. Heard that news. Only invest so much into projects. Do hold quite a bit of the ones I've listed. Bought at low prices and did swing trades. Sweet. Sounds like you're the right kind of person to be watching our channel there, Sean Nevins. Thoughts on Docademic? I don't know Docademic. But getting delisted on an exchange doesn't give me any kind of confidence. Why did it get delisted? That's what I would want to know. Yeah. Have we talked about Hashflare yet? Nope, not today. Have not. Should I look into it? Don't know about it. Hashflare stopped their contracts. People are going to lose their money that had active contracts. Well, that's not a good feeling, is it? Is Hashflare a mining? Is that a mining company? I don't know. I don't know much about mining, to be honest with you, as far as the actual act of it goes. I know how it works, but I've never mined. All right, let's see what else. Anyone looked at Turn? Yeah, that's a new one on the Stellar blockchain. Seems like an interesting project, actually. I believe, as a matter of fact, while I'm on it, I think we've got a report on Turnio. Let me see. Trade.io, Loki. Oh, I thought we did have a report in the advantage on that. Ontology, Mint Health. Nope, guess not. All right, well, my mistake. I thought we had a write up on Turnio in there, but it definitely does look like an interesting project. All right, what else? Let's see. Stacking nines. High performance blockchain has an airdrop. Nice, good info. Stacking nines. That's I know Sam was a big fan of high performance blockchain. Super fast TX times. All right. They have KYC on high performance blockchain airdrop. Bummer. Yeah. Let's see. The only reason I was looking into Turn is because it's 6 cents at $407 million circulation and only on Bit4x and some other exchange. It's been out for a couple of weeks. That's not a huge amount of volume. So the thing that's scary on those low volume coins is they're real candidates for pump and dumps, right? So that's something I would always caution to take into consideration for coins that are listed on an exchange that don't have a ton of volume. And don't have a huge market cap. Those are easy for whales to manipulate. So keep that in mind. United States residents always get KYJ when it comes. Yeah. KYC is a mofo, but you know the SEC is what it is, and you got to do what you got to do. All right. Let's see. Hardware, ASIC, software chain. Zencash? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's look at Zencash. I did take a peek at that. Wait, that's Zcash. We want Zen. There we go. Wow, it's actually doing pretty well, huh? Yeah, that's not doing too bad. On the 4 hour, looks like buy pressure is starting to fade on the lazy bear, and that is actually confirmed there on the histogram. So let's look at it at smaller intervals, see if it looks like it might bounce. No. that's a weak bounce. It's a very weak bounce, and the volume is garbage. So, excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. I would on a 15-minute candle. I would like to see on the hourly candle for it to at least wick above this before I would be thinking it's got more upside to go in the near term future. Just based on what the chart is telling me here. If I were looking to enter a position on it. Because I think that Bitcoin is going to continue to go down for the near term, you know, I'd be looking over here. You know, just wait for it to retrace because I suspect it will. So I wouldn't even bother to enter a trade on this right now until, you know, between 2600 and like 2600 and 2850 sats. And I would set an immediate stop loss because that's all-time lows, right? So I'd set that stop at, I don't know. It's a risky one to even enter, guys, to be honest. 2600 right now. I like their team. I really do like their team. You know, Rob, we've interviewed Rob Viglione twice on this channel. Solid dude. You know, I like the ethics behind this project, and I would hope that that it does well in the future. But again, it's an altcoin in a down market. It's just tough to. It's tough for me to solidly support any of the alt projects right now, unfortunately. All right, what else? Take a look at Steem. Sure, let's see. I should be able to look at that on here, right? Yeah. What do you think has more volume, Binance or Bittrex? I'm going to go with Binance, probably just because they seem to have more volume than everybody. Ooh, what is that nasty wick? Wow. So it looks like somebody dumped a bundle of Steem today. Yesterday? Today? Yeah, today. Wow. Yikes. Wonder why. That's a nasty wick. Nasty. And unfortunately, it's already at all-time lows. I wouldn't even bother to enter a trade on this right now. Why? It's in a downtrend at all-time low. That doesn't, no. Yeah, I wouldn't even bother. Like, look at, seriously, the only reason the chart even goes down this low is because somebody sold enough steam today to tank the price all the way down to 1,000 sats. That does not give me a ton of confidence, guys. You could have lost 114% if you didn't, if you were in that position and got that, if you got stopped out. So this could have just been a whale stop loss hunting. Although why they would go that low when it, you know, it hasn't been lower than that more than once in the history, that doesn't make sense. So I think some whale closed their entire steam position and the rest of the market was waiting there to pick it back up. But I would not even bother entering a trade on that right now. All right, what else? All right, KYC for airdrops. Yeah, that's why a lot of these projects, like a lot of these projects that are securities or that are trying to do security tokens, so you have to go through the KYC to get in to invest into the security token. But once you've done that, then you've already been KYC'd for any of the things that they airdrop. So that's pretty cool. Number of different projects doing that. But yeah, sucks as an American investor that we're barred from getting into so many potential wealth builders. It's a real drag. But you know, I guess the powerful don't stay that way by making an easy avenue for other people to be able to contend with their power. That's my my tinfoil hat rant for the day. All right, let's see. So damn annoying. Skip my previous request for you to comment on Skycoin. Well, I don't know anything about Skycoin, so all I could do is TA it, just to tell you what the chart says. I'm not familiar with this project, so couldn't tell you if I think it's solid or a shitcoin. But here's this. I don't even need to tell you this. Why would you enter a position? Why would you enter a position at all-time low? If it's already at all-time low, that means everybody else that invested in it has already lost confidence in it, right? Why would you ever enter a trade at all-time low? That doesn't make any sense to me. So for being up 1%, no. I don't know anything about it. Maybe it's a really solid fundamental project. I don't know. So, but just based on what the chart tells me, no way. I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole. All right. I won't buy ontology until the actual circulation supply stop. Yeah. Yeah. The tricky thing, that may be a little confusing right now too, because they're in the middle of their mainnet swap. So how accurate can the information be? All right. Personally bullish on most of the undervalued Neo tokens. DBC is an interesting project that should be profitable, but I wouldn't go too heavy on it. JK says, easy, hit BTC is a scam exchange. McAfee get them delisted as soon as the scam was too big. KuCoin will rocket it. All right, maybe. I've never traded on hit BTC. I definitely have some friends who trade on there. I've never bothered. I just, yeah, I don't know if it's a scam exchange, but I've never bothered to try. I've never even looked at it. All right, let's see. When? Well, it looks like somebody from my team is trolling me saying, when will BTC moon? Boy, I sure hope soon. I sure hope soon, but I can't say when moon, unfortunately. All right, let's see. Virtual doctors for poor countries. That's what DBC is? That's actually cool. I'm assuming that's like telemedicine. I think that's awesome. I should probably look into it. When will BTC moon? When money comes in? Yes, exactly right. When regulation in price. Yeah, both of those things, right? As soon as the I'll tell you when. As soon as the United States government feels like that Bitcoin is not only used by criminals for doing illegal things, right? Which I think is hilarious considering that the US dollar, the actual paper money, is used for more criminal activity than the entire cryptocurrency market put together. Crazy. But, they don't understand it. They don't understand it and they're afraid of it because they realize that it is a threat to control, ultimately. Because money is control, right? And being able to control the flow of money gives you a lot of power and influence. And currently, the United States government has a whole lot of that. So why would they give it up, right? It's just like businesses don't make it easy for competitors to come in and knock them out of their spot. Same kind of thing. That's all that's happening here. It's just an ecosystem. And money is a new thing that is competing for dominance in the ecosystem that is our financial markets. And now cryptocurrency is a new kind of money, new kind of asset. Interesting stuff. All right. What else? More bullish on Cardano and Zilliqa. Yeah, I think that's fair. Both of those are really solid. In fact, after I read Henrique's report on Zilliqa, I'm a lot more interested in it than I was when I initially come across my radar. Seems like a pretty robust project, a lot of potential. And if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, again, just go over to Cryptosomniac Advantage, join up. You can read the full-on Zilliqa report. We have in-depth reports by unbiased people. None of these are sponsored. These are coins that we just look into and give you actual reporting on. All right. What else? August 22nd is when BTC will begin mooting, according to my crystal ball from China. I heard it off eBay. You're hilarious, stacking nines. That would be great. I would love it. Can we get it? If you want to push it out a couple of days, that would bring us a little closer to my birthday. So if BTC wants to moon for my birthday, I'd be very happy. It would make me a very happy man. All right. Hashflare stopped their contracts, then asked me to verify my identity in the very next email. That's hilarious. Why would you ever go? Yeah. Hey, we're going to cut it off, but we need you to go ahead and give us your personal information. That's hilarious. Oh, good God. Zen runs opposite BTC. Does it? Not as far as I can tell, it doesn't. Some Steam whale cashing out. Yeah, that's exactly. Probably a photographer that gets paid $500 per post on Steam. Yeah, totally. I know people make buku Steam on for creating content. I think it's great. It's actually, I think, as Facebook continues to bleed users, and as many of these content delivery platforms shut it down and make it harder for people in this space to operate, I suspect we'll see Steam have better and better offerings. It's a cool platform. All right, let's see. Qtum and OMG. Yeah. So I actually closed out of my OMG position because I haven't seen them do anything significant lately. And then as soon as I did, they started posting on Twitter about different announcements. So yeah, but I closed out of my OMG. Position. But give me a second, and I will happily take a look at it. Where are we at? I might have killed it out of my watch list because I'm not watching it anymore. Well, we'll do Qtum first. Qtum is heavy in the no trade zone right now. So, yeah, I wouldn't, again, just looking at this chart, there's nothing here that tells me to buy Qtum. Volume sucks. Like, look at this volume. Do you guys see this? This volume is terrible. There's nothing going on. There's, very little action in the moving averages. It's way oversold. I mean, this is like the only bright piece of info on this chart, but RSI is not my main indicator. It's way oversold, and Lazy Bear Squeeze Momentum says sell pressure is picking up. So I wouldn't even bother. I mean, if you I won't even say it. Yeah, I would. It's got further down to go. I think. So I wouldn't enter a position on that. I would watch these wicks and you know, if we see some sort of anything that would give it some news for a pump, maybe. But you know, if I was entering, let me say it this way: if I was entering a trade at any of these levels, I would look to exit that trade by about 1,450 sats. Because what leads you to believe in the last 2 months that it's going to go higher than that? Nothing. So I wouldn't bother with QTIM right now. And let's look at OMG. Now, guys, I will say somebody gave me a copy of the July PBR, PBC rather, PBR, PBC report. So some of you guys might be asking me about these because somebody talked about them. Be careful when they're in that publication because it's got a huge audience, and a lot of those things happen to tend to run up and then dip hard, if you take my meaning. Yeah, same thing here. Although it's held price point a little bit better. But you know, this right here, this rising wedge, I called this breakdown, right? I thought that was what was going to happen, and it did. So let's look at it on smaller intervals. Does it look like it's going to turn around? Does it look like there's anything feeling bullish on OMG right now? Looks like the recent tweets have given a little confidence back into the market here, but not much. Not much, right? On the daily, we're below the 100, 50, and 20 by a significant margin. Garbage volume, and all the volume is bearish. Yeah, I don't see any reason to enter an OMG trade right now, unless you're purely interested long-term on fundamentals, but I would avoid this right now. All right. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose is exactly right. Everybody should, if you're in this game, I hope you are not over leveraging yourself. I hope you are not spending your tax money. I hope you are not spending your rent money. I hope you are not spending your college money. I hope you are at worst spending your beer money because you were gonna drink that anyway, right? You were gonna drink your beer money anyway. And if beer money for you is, you know, maybe big dollars is pocket change. Again, whatever it is, just don't put more into this than you are willing to have go away entirely, guys, because it could. This entire thing is purely speculative, right? We all found something in the technology that we believe in that we're like, this could change the world. So we're all here and trying to help it. Or maybe some of you aren't. Maybe some of you just got in and made some money and were like, I want to try to make some more money. But anyway, yeah, this whole thing is very speculative, and extra speculative coins are risky. So yeah, I would not bother to enter an OMG trade at this juncture either. Yeah, that's where I'm at with that. All right. My buddies had ETH for 2 years before any sell. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's called strong hands, guys. And in fact, I think I'm wearing my shirt today, guys. Have you seen this? I keep meaning to put this up on the site in case anybody wants one. Yeah, here we go. Weak hands, can't hold. Strong hands, guys, is what this market needs. Strong hands. Hold on to your coins. Hold on to your coins if you do believe in the projects. If you do not believe in the projects, no reason to ride it all the way to the bottom. Anyway, all right. Yep, Sean Nevin's pretty much summing it up there. Oh, Sam's watching. Awesome. Hey, that's fantastic. Oh, that's so. Hey guys, so everybody, shout out Sam. He's watching the stream right now. So, what's up, Sam? Thanks for watching, man. Can't wait to have you back, brother. All right, let's see what else. BNB, yeah, BNB does run opposite Bitcoin, or at least it has so far this year. I'm in a BNB play, waiting for it to take its next leg up. But yeah, I'm kind of bag holding on BNB right now. I picked up some at about I think it was 2,300 satoshis, and we're we're well down on that right now. Keeping it because I think, you know, it's useful to me. I trade on Binance, so I'm fine with it. But yeah, this falling wedge here did not play out at all. it like pumped up a little bit and then just continued to tank back down. So let's hope that BNB can get some bullish momentum. I would like to see that myself, just because I've got a bag of it. All right, what else? Yeah, that California senator is a real dirtbag. Definitely a real dirtbag. But he doesn't understand it, right? And another guy, he's fully backed by the credit card industry, so he's just protecting his interests, right? Unfortunately, those are the people we voted into office, so maybe we need to look at some people that are a little more crypto friendly. Oh, looks like we got a troll here, so excuse me real quick. Just got to go ahead and put somebody on timeout. Because, yeah, hey, I know, but Sam and Snay put me on the channel, right? So I guess if you only subbed for them and you don't like me, I don't know what to tell you, man. But you don't have to stick around. Yeah, that's fine. If you don't like me, you don't have to watch. Sam and Snay still come on though, so you know, don't worry, they'll be back. You can just sub. Tell you what, you want to work around that? Hit that little bell for the notifications, and if you see my mug in the thumbnail, then you know it's not Sam or Snay, right? So that's all you got to do. If you want to know who's going to be on, hit the little bell for the notifications. The thumbnails come out; they have everyone's picture in it. I always put the picture of who's going to be on the stream. So if you want to know, that's how you find out. No reason to unsubscribe. All right, what else? Don't talk like that. I want to retire in style. We all want to retire in style, guys. This is why we're here, and we all believe in this technology, right? Do you guys believe in this technology? I believe in this technology. I think it's fascinating. Just all the different consensus mechanisms and the ability to move money without the need to trust a third party to hold all of my assets. I love it. Personal responsibility is a fantastic thing. So anyway. glad you like the shirt. Appreciate that. All right, what else? Thank you, Sean Nevins. Appreciate it. The exceptional live stream. I thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. So let's see. What else? Qtum recently did add a marketing team. Good. That's awesome. I mean, it's a good project. It's. I think a lot of these projects just they go through ICO and then just forget what got them to the dance is staying active in the community, making sure that people are aware that you've set out on a roadmap and hit the goals on your roadmap. Things like that, that's important for the community to know so that they can stay behind your project. Otherwise, a lot of times people are just looking for the next ICO so they can make money, right? Pretty common. So happy to hear that Qtum has added a marketing team. That's awesome. All right, what else? Kitcoin. Wasn't that? Isn't that that's Kin? Isn't it? It's the messaging app. Isn't Kin the ticker? I think. Wow, really has been pumping, huh? Man, now I got to think about this because I just read something. I definitely just read something about this, or they just had some sort of announcement. I can't remember what it was. Man, I can't remember what it was. But price action's looking pretty good. It's making a nice little cup there. Yeah, you might, I don't know, I might potentially look to enter a trade on this. Maybe. Wow, it's a heck of an upside, huh? So again, I can't remember what I read. They did have some sort of announcement. Wow, that's just like a little mini cup and handle right there. Look at that. Cup, handle, pump. Neato. Love seeing that. Love seeing that textbook TA stuff. All right. Yeah, you could, if I were going to enter a trade on this, I would probably look to enter at about 30 Satoshis and exit, I don't know, on the way up. I mean, you could wait for it to retrace. Tough to say right now. It's not exactly all-time highs, but I'm not sure it's got a much more upside to go, because that's a 1, 2, 3 top, right? I'm not sure it's got much more upside to go, so I don't know that I'd enter a trade on that. Though they do, I mean, Kick has a huge user base, so if the community adopts it, I could see this token doing very well, potentially, if the community adopts it. Not Kin. Kick. I thought Kick was their messaging app. I thought Kick was the name of the app, and Kin was the name of the token. If there's another Kick token, then I'm not familiar with it. Let me see about. Where is it? Cryptocurrencies. Oh, there we go. No, beat it. Whatever. Oh, this shit again. I swear this happened. I think this happened last time I got on here as well. Yeah, alright, whatever. It's not happening. I don't have an investing.com account set up. It let me on there for without plugging stuff in before. I'm not dealing with it right now. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm gonna do icon, and then I'm getting out of here because it's Friday, guys, and I got a life. I do have a life too. I'm gonna go try to live it. I've been on. This is a long stream. I've been on for a while. All right. All right, guys. Oof. Ouch. Yep. Again, same thing. No reason to enter a trade on that right now, at all. Oh wait, is that? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what you asked. Yep. Yeah, no reason to enter a trade on that. That's in no trade zone. It's not all-time low because it's been lower before that, but yeah, volume's not looking good. Below 50, 20, and 100 period moving averages by a significant margin. Sell pressure starting to increase. Sell pressure waning off there a little bit on the 2 hour and the 1 hour, but yeah, look at that. See, just a lower high. The trend is your friend, as Amal likes to say, guys. The trend is your friend. And what is that trend line? Down. So till it can break past that, you know, do you see this, guys? See what I'm saying here? So here would be what I would consider new resistance right now. Let me change the color of that. So it went to the 20 moving average and bounced right off. So if it could get past this resistance line, then I would see, you know, maybe I would be willing to enter a trade here and try to exit it before it gets to that 50 period moving average. But yeah, I wouldn't mess with it right now. Again, guys, you're adults. You're all adults. You guys can definitely do what you want to do. If these are projects that you're just rabid for and you know, you just love it, do as you will. I'm just telling you what this chart's telling me, and trying to help as many people as I can preserve capital and not lose their shirt in a down market. And with that, I think it's time to give away some free crypto. So we give away free crypto on every show. How do we do it? It's very simple, guys. All you've got to do is not up here in the chat, but down below. Leave me a comment with your ERC20 address. Without your ERC20 address, I can't send you any crypto, but comment down below with your ERC20 address, and you will be eligible if you are on YouTube. And then over on Facebook, you can give me a like and a share, and that will make you eligible on YouTube and Twitter. Just retweet. So with that, it will be today 1 for Twitter, 2 for YouTube, 3 for Facebook. Let me get my random number generator. Whoops. And so, yeah, 1 for Twitter, 2 for YouTube, 3 for Facebook. 1, 2, 3. All right, looks like it's YouTube. How many comments do we have on YouTube? Come on, load the comments. Come on. There we go. All right, so 1, 2, well, let's see. There's only, that's 1. Boy, so many of you guys commented and only 2 of you guys put your ERC20 addresses in. So I would, and thank you all for these kind words. I appreciate it. Honestly, I really do. Thank you very much. But you got to put your ERC20 address for me to be able to send you crypto, guys. This is what an ERC20 address looks like. That's the same thing as your Ether wallet or any other ERC20 token wallet. So that's what it looks like. They generally start with 0x. In fact, they all start with 0x. But yeah, so please remember to, if you are going to comment, put your ERC20 address, because it looks like now there's only 2 people eligible, and I would have loved to have all of you guys be eligible. So the good news is, guys, it makes it real easy to win free crypto, doesn't it? So random number between 1 and 2. I'm still going to click it 3 times. Survey says number 2. All right. Oops. And so number 2 is Derek Cervantes. Derek Cervantes, you just won yourself some free crypto, sir. I will have my team reach out to you and get that sent over. And guys, it's that easy. So click on read more. Oh, all right, Faraz. Fair. I don't want to leave you out. All right, I'm going to redo it because that's only fair. That is only fair. All right, so we'll do between 1 and 3. All right, close my eyes and click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Number 1. Well, I tried, Faraz. I've tried. Sorry, Derek. I didn't realize you guys were both watching too. Oh man. All right. Well, looks like Belladog is the winner. So, tell you what, if Belladog has won before, so if for whatever reason they don't want their winnings, we'll talk to you guys. And with that, guys, I got to get out of here. I hope you guys have a great Friday night. And yeah, if you do want to get access to information about crypto over the weekend, come on over and see us in the Moon Lounge. We'd love to have you. And yeah, we would love to have you in there. We like to have a robust community and as many people in there trying to learn and make each other sharper as possible. So come on over and join us. Cryptosomniac.com, and you can join the advantage for 14 days for free. All right. Anyways, guys, have a great weekend. I will see you Monday. I'm making a solid case for 5 days of content next week, and maybe even more. We'll see what happens. But thanks, guys. I am Jason, Cryptosomniac. Keep your stop losses tight. I'll see you guys next week.